your midot are what they are. If you had corrupt midot, once a person dies, those corrupt midot stay with him. If you have good midot, those good midot stay with him. Certain level of spirituality will be magnified once a person leaves this world because he's not going to be restricted by the body. But how do we know that the midot stay the same? Rabbi Yehuda alav shalom, spoke to a lot of dead people, a lot of different neshamot that died, and through different things called dibukim, where a neshama that left this world enters a body that still exists. And you would see that those neshamot, many of them had disgusting character traits, like they would curse.
Who's this?
Rabbi Yehuda Rabbi Yehuda one of the Chachamim from the Sephardic world about 100 years ago.
So he spoke to dead people who died already?
No, he spoke to the neshamot. You know what dibuk is?
Yeah, I mean, I heard of that, but
Okay. Dibuk is when there's obviously neshamot everywhere. There's neshamot here, not just the ones you see. There's a lot of things that you don't see.
how is that different than speaking to the dead? That the Torah says you're not allowed to.
No, you're not serving the dead. You're not asking for the dead. He was doing it for the sake of pikuach nefesh. Somebody, when a second neshama enters the body loses control. The body loses control, and the body starts doing a lot of really bad things.
You believe in that? You believe that that's such a thing?
There's evidence of it. It's not a matter of believing in it. It's a matter of there's evidence. It's documented evidence. Whether it's a documented evidence from the Arizal, or Rabbi Yehuda or the Zohar Kadosh, or different things even in the Gemara. There's many parts of the Torah that talk about neshamot. I mean, it's they actually say, I believe it's in the Gemara Brachot maybe. They say if a person only saw all of the different spirits that were next to him, he would simply lose his mind. So then the Gemara says, well, how can you see it? It says, if you take a cat, kill the cat, take the stomach, burn the stomach, put specific incense on it, and then take the ashes after you burn everything and put it on your eyes, you'll be able to see everything. One of the Chachamim did it. It's curious, he did it. He was so scared, he started praying to die. Couldn't close his eyes, couldn't not see it. He started praying to die. He was lucky that he was surrounded by a bunch of Tanaim, a bunch of Chachamim, a bunch of giants in Torah, that they prayed for Hashem to take away this thing from him and heal him. Take away this midah. Meaning that the Gemara talks about it in many places, and our oral Torah talks about it in many places, that there's definitely a lot more to the world than what you see. But that's not necessarily something you just need the Gemara to tell you. If you use a phone, you believe in things that you don't see. Radio waves and all types of other things. Gravity, there's all types of laws and different aspects of the world you don't see. Different germs, you know they exist even though you don't see them. So there's a lot of things in the world that you don't see but you believe in because you know they exist. So Rabbi Yehuda, like many other Chachamim, both from the Sephardi world and the Ashkenazi world, had the ability, had the Kedusha to help people that were attacked by an evil neshama that got the permission to do it. And there are countless stories in Sifrei Tzadikim, countless stories across the Torah that talk about such things. And Rabbi Yehuda would actually talk to these neshamot and try to convince them to leave this person, saying different holy names, Kabbalistic names, and so on and so forth. And but it was a very difficult process, and throughout that process you would get to know who this neshama is. And many times you would see that the neshama is doing really terrible things, really terrible actions still now. So he would still curse, for example, use vulgarity and profanity. He would say, wait a minute, you know for sure that the real world, that's beyond this world, the eternal world, you know for sure it exists, you're there. How dare you still curse when you know Hashem hates it? And the Neshamot would say, this is the way I was when I was in the world, when I was in the physical world. And the way you die, your character traits stay with you. If you are a person that was constantly chasing all types of lust and things of that nature, you stay that way after you die. And you get punished for it after. Point being is that the character traits of a person are something that stays with him. But as far as the neshama, if he was righteous, if he was not, could be continuously elevated based on his actions. That's also why the Gemara Masechet Rosh Hashanah say that Hashem opens the books of the living and the dead on Rosh Hashanah. The living, we understand. He judges them how to judge them in this world. Why does he judge the dead? He judges the dead of what did they leave in this world. If they left good, let's say they wrote a sefer. They wrote a good sefer that people are doing tshuva because of it. And 100 more people, 1,000 more people, 1,000,000 more people did tshuva that year, 500 years after this person died. He still has to get paid for it. All over again that year. Yes, his neshama gets elevated even more. If a person wrote a sefer that gets people to leave Torah, he has to get punished for it. Even more. Even 500 years after he died. Meaning that the living and the dead get rewarded and punished eternally. Based on what they left in this world. Anything else?